U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Will get this one started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I'm not sure there's a more exciting player to watch, regardless of position, than Lamar Jackson. I mean, we've gotten to see him play in person numerous times throughout his career, Mike, and it just marvel, not only at the athleticism, the playmaking, but his development as a true NFL pocket passer is quite remarkable. So he's an MVP caliber player. He's always going to be that. The next step for him, how does he continue to bring that regular season success that has led to 2 MVPs? How does he bring that into the postseason? Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Short, complete to Likely. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Vikings 0.
my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So, the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike, and to get blown up at the point of attack. There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. LeJontay Wester deep for Baltimore. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Ravens.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
The pass.
The most with this move first, nothing to a block.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. He's brought down at pass up 4 and bring up third down.
Third down.
Now, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 10-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Off he goes.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football, so take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Recovered by the Ravens.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A pass pulled in by Henry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Marlon Humphrey, usually found in coverage, that time on the blitz, gets there for the sack.
Let's be honest, Mike, the vast majority of these cornerbacks in the league, their job is to cover. Come down with interceptions, contest passes. They're not really known for their physicality and pass rush, but when you can impact the game and play at all 3 levels, man, what a defensive weapon.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on 1st and 2nd down are what led to that result on 3rd. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on 3rd and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Jackson on the move. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Second down, Jackson. Over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They'll send Flowers in motion. This is Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 20, here's second down and 5. In motion comes Andrews. They'll run. It's Henry. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
Gain of 12 yards.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. The fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Bateman is the motion man. A design run here with Jackson. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Vikings nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad, watch him do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he own? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Set up the screen with Hawkinson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And 3rd down coming up.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's taken in. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Ernest do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
I think so often, Mike, we put so much stock, and really unnecessarily so, in how strong all these quarterbacks' arms are. Because for most throws, it doesn't really matter, but tell you what, for this last throw, there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can not only throw it that far, but be that accurate. And you got a receiver with some speed that can get a step or two on the defender, throw it up, and it results in 6.
onside kick. Uh-oh. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.